She was born extraordinarily beautiful, so she covered her face with her hair from a young age. Her family was cold and indifferent, and no one knew what she really looked like. All their attention was focused on her beautiful adoptive sister. But no one expected that on the girl's 18th birthday, she actually revealed her face. The girl's father was shocked and asked why she had uncovered her face. Her brother also thought her aura was completely different from before. Her mother happily said, "My precious daughter is so beautiful, she looks just like a celestial being." Yet this family, blind to the truth, had no idea that the girl at this moment was no longer their real daughter. It turned out the girl's true identity was Xianyin True Lord, a powerful immortal from ancient times. Even emperors who unified the entire nation had to obey her orders. But on this day, while she was helping the souls of fallen soldiers on the battlefield find peace, her Guqin string suddenly snapped, causing her to lose control of her powers. When she woke up again, she had become an auction item in the world 1,000 years later. She had wanted to use her magic to break through the space-time barrier and return to the past, but her remaining powers were far from enough. Helpless, she looked up and saw a man whose posture and expression were somewhat similar to the ancient emperors. So she used her remaining powers to shatter the tempered glass, break the iron chains on her hands, and walked straight up to the man. The girl pointed at the man and asked, "Are you interested in buying me?" The man's assistant was about to refuse on his behalf, but unexpectedly, the man agreed without hesitation. The assistant was stunned and quickly reminded him, "We're here to buy medicine, not a person." The man himself was confused somehow. He couldn't help but want to do what she said. 10 minutes later, the assistant got the girl's information, and only then did the two realize that the girl was the family's long-lost biological daughter. She had been found and brought home a year ago, but because she was insecure, she was never treated well at home. The girl said to the man, "Take me home." The man muttered to himself with her arrogant attitude. She didn't seem insecure at all. Just as he was about to leave the girl and go away alone, the girl saw at a glance that he suffered from a chronic illness, and that it would flare up severely the next day. The assistant, seeing her pestering endlessly, was about to teach her a lesson for his young master, but with just a wave of her hand, the girl froze the assistant in place, unable to move. The man was confused. How could someone so young have such a strong presence? The man had no choice but to say, "Miss One, please get in the car." But when the girl got home, she found that her room had actually been taken over by her scheming adoptive sister. Even the bed was filled with the adoptive sister's luxury handbags. She was just about to tell the maid to throw all these things away when the adoptive sister ran in angrily, shouting, "Who gave you permission to throw my things away?" The girl said, "I make the decisions for my own room." The adoptive sister stared at the girl in shock, just being looked at by her. She couldn't even speak. When the mother heard the commotion and hurried over, the scheming adoptive sister immediately put on a weak and helpless act in front of her, repeating over and over that the girl was going to throw her things away. The girl was annoyed just looking at this scheming adoptive sister who had once kidnapped her, so she snapped her fingers casually. Immediately, the adoptive sister started slapping herself left and right. Her face was black and blue from the hits, and she was furious. She made up her mind to ask her parents to stand up for her at dinner, but unexpectedly, when the girl appeared after getting dressed up, the whole family's eyes were drawn to her, and they completely forgot about the plan to get revenge. Feeling threatened, the adoptive sister was naturally not willing to let it go. That night, she sneaked into the girl's room, planning to poison her. But before she could do anything, the girl grabbed an apple and stuffed it into her mouth. Then she cast a teleportation spell, and the two of them appeared on the roof directly. The adoptive sister was so scared that her legs trembled uncontrollably. The girl took out her phone and made a call, saying, "There's someone here who's going to jump off a building, send an ambulance over." After saying that, she pushed the adoptive sister down without hesitation. Fortunately, the building wasn't tall, so the adoptive sister only broke her leg. But when she tried to ask her brother to stand up for her, her brother was uncharacteristically angry and asked why she had gone to the girl's room in the middle of the night. To avoid exposing her plan to poison the girl, she had to make up a lie on the spot, saying she had been sleepwalking. Her brother retorted, "How could you know it was Wen Xian who pushed you if you were sleepwalking?" Her mother tried to smooth things over, saying, "Even if she knew, you slipped and fell while sleepwalking, it's not unfair to her, right?" The adoptive sister was furious inside. Obviously, it was her who pushed me, and now I have to take the blame. I'm so angry. After dealing with her scheming adoptive sister, the girl remembered that the man who had saved her was about to have his illness flare up, so she used a flash teleport and arrived at the hospital immediately. Her father saw her and scolded her for coming so late to visit her adoptive sister, but the girl thought her father was too noisy and ignored him completely, walking straight towards the operating room. Out of curiosity, the whole family followed her. The man's father stopped her and said, "My son is being rescued inside. What do you want to do?" The girl said, The people inside can't cure him, only I can. Unexpectedly, the girl's father suddenly rushed over and said that the girl knew nothing about medicine at all. The scheming adoptive sister also hurried over to undermine her, saying, "You're just a high school student, how could you possibly know anything about medicine? If you delay young Master Zhou's treatment, Master Zhou will never forgive you." But unexpectedly, at that moment, the man's assistant told the tycoon, the man's father, that it was the girl who had predicted the young master would have a severe illness attack today, a day earlier. Upon hearing this, the tycoon immediately saw hope and agreed on the spot to let the girl treat his son. The girl didn't hold back either after entering the room. She directly stopped the doctor who was performing the rescue, saying bluntly that what they were doing would only kill him. The angry doctor was about to kick the girl out on the spot, but the girl used a freezing spell to keep him from moving. Then, the girl channeled her true energy into the man's body. This scene left the old hospital director dumbfounded. The girl said, "It's done, he's fine now." But as soon as she walked out, the man's breathing stopped completely. The doctor, terrified, had no choice but to push the man out. He claimed that the girl had delayed the rescue time, which was why he couldn't save the man. After saying that, he suggested calling the police to arrest the girl. The mother quickly said she was willing to take responsibility for the girl. The adoptive sister took the opportunity to urge her parents to cut off all ties with the girl. The father, afraid of getting involved, agreed on the spot. But just then, the tycoon noticed that his son's finger had suddenly moved.